Yo, check it. This is about to be long and only for the chosen ones. This is my perspective of the new world they're already programming in our subconscious minds to make it into reality, in which coincides with the real one. And why politics is so important. You know how everyone say the left wing and the right wing is of the same bird? It is. And I know this, and I don't know why people don't think I do. But if you look at its intentions, it is judgment. It is deeper than most people think. One side promotes imbalance, and which leads to chaos. The other side promotes equality, which leads to peace. The left wing is based on emotional decisions, as in taking the benefits of the people that is qualified and or put into work just to make them feel better, while leaving those same people in oppression that they took the benefits from. The right wing is based on logical decisions, as in benefiting the people that are qualified and or put in the work, leading to peace and creation versus chaos and destruction. The thing is, we're born into an evil world we all know is ran by Satan. So the older we grow, the more negative programs we download, then eventually have to dismantle to get the truth. Now in 2026, it is publicly known that the left wing, quote-unquote, Democrats has been setting America and the whole world up for failure. We still see people ignore all the evil and promote hate, obviously toward Donald Trump, not even the Republican Party, the right wing, which makes no sense because it's emotional reaction. Just what the Democrats want everyone, just so they can remain in control. It's literally like a relationship with a narcissist. You make decisions with no logic, although you know the logical way to go. Listen to react instead of listening to learn. And only when you learn is when you can catch them in their lies. Notice how the way have no free will under the left wing, because they coerce us to make free will decisions by manipulating the way we think. For instance, the pandemic. They forced everyone to take that hot sauce just to work. And we know if you don't work, you're going to end up on the streets. And with no religious exemptions. On top of that, making you think you could lose your life from something they created. That is coercion at its finest. So essentially, they're lowering your frequency in order to control you, leading you towards the underworld. The left-hand path, service to self. There are so many subconscious programs people are under and don't even know it. So as you raise in frequency and you reach the right wing, you start to notice the left wing's lies, inequality, and destruction. At this point, you are literally showing that you have your free will to think on your own, logically on what's really happening in front of you with your own eyes. You'll notice when they create their policies on the right side that the people's choice actually matters. You can live, not work to survive. You'll notice the policies the left wing created always falls on the right wing terms in office, making it look like it's them. The right wing then reverses everything the left wing did. Then the left wing takes office and take the shine for all the shit the right wing just did. You see, when you're an actual good person, you already know this play. Meaning in real life, you had to overcome plenty of narcissists. In all reality, are demon-possessed people. You know how the way you do good one in a relationship, but the bad one want to tarnish your image at the end, making you look like the bad guy? Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. That narcissistic relationship. But as you can see, it says a collective on a larger scale. So it's important to know that there are people that is stuck or capped at a lower frequency. And the political system right now is making it clear as day that this separation needs to happen. There's literally people begging to be controlled because they don't want their free will. And there's people that's begging to make their own choices because they want to use their free will. As you can see, it gets deeper. Because once you accept that you have free will and was being controlled by the matrix programs, you'll see well beyond the political system and all the governments. You'll see the spiritual realm, realizing that system was only for people that doesn't have a spirit or lost touch to their spirit. Because these people literally cannot create their own thoughts, so the matrix created for them, or Satan, because it is his world, it's his matrix. So a lot of people can only be programmed because their DNA was altered. or their bloodline is negative dominant from the reptile races, meaning they are under their control. When you get to this point, you'll recognize real freedom and know that we can't even have that here. Only then you'll be able to cross into heaven, which is higher realms. We're blocked from because of this judgment. This means we'll never allow any situation to arise that can cause what happened down here on earth. The G-side, slavery, and oppression. Therefore, no chaos can ever arise, so how can destruction exist? Those thoughts do not exist in higher realms. Now, let me explain the importance of Trump in the new world. After everything resets and the programs are installed into our subconscious minds, it's something I can't control and you can't control neither. Unless we just stay off media, all electronics, and just go hide somewhere in the mountains. But then we know where they're going at when it's time. So look at this chart again and imagine humanity being all the indigenous people from around this world who already technically have freedom but are being oppressed by this system. Now look at the left and right wing. Imagine that represents the Israelites, who are hybrid humans created from the indigenous people from around the world and the dragon bloodlines. This is why they are facing judgment. So here's my quick rundown of Genesis, the story of man and a genetic breeding through different worlds. So it starts off as a fallen angel is man, straight, pure energy, God's image, the true one creator. So the Bible basically talks about the dragons and serpents all the time, right? They created humans from the blood of this fallen angel. So since it was pure energy, it's split into two, creating male and female, a toroidal field, positive energy, negative energy. Think about it as a battery, as one. This is the first world, when humans was created. Now in the second world, there was a second generation of humans that was created from the male and female. Since it's negative and positive, they could create one, which is a child. That's a marriage. But the issue started to happen because the image of man, which became a fallen angel because he started mating with human women. Since he's pure energy, positive energy, he can mate with a negative energy female by replacing the male that is positive energy. And what happened was it created a God race of humans because it was created by the consent of the fallen angel of man. So now when we get into the third world, we now have a generation of humans and a God race of humans. This is when the war in heaven happens because the creation of humans has now become greater than the creation of the dragon gods. And particularly, Satan didn't like that. And obviously, like I said, he started the war in heaven. And if you don't know, Satan is the first reptilian, the first half man and half dragon. Now, when this world started, this is when we got trapped since the third world in the black hole that we're in right now. And I always tell y'all the eclipse that we see is the black hole sun. It looks like that because we're inside of it, but from the outside looking in. So now we're in the fourth world. We still have a fourth generation of humans and gods. But since Satan is half man, he was able to mate with the human women and gods, creating a hybrid race we call the Israelites. Since we've been trapped here since the third world, we are still in third world bodies, 3D bodies, third dimensional, on a fourth dimensional plane, which is the spirit world. But as y'all can see, we're entering into the fifth world. So the generation of original humans and the gods will pass through judgment because we are literally prisoners of war from heaven. Before the third world, we all lived in heaven in the first world and the second world. Meaning this race of people, which are the melanated people from around the whole world, has once lived in heaven and was taken down into the abyss, the black hole in Genesis. So if everybody around Earth was all black, why is there other races? It's the Israelites. The dragons made it. When you hear about the wise marriages in the Bible, they're talking about having a child. Why would somebody have hundreds of wives? So for instance, China was full of black people, and look at China now. That was every country, every continent. So essentially judgment is basically for everyone that's not indigenous to the land of Earth, or a transhuman because of the dragon bloodline they also have, straight to the underworld versus a chance in heaven.